Hello, members of the James A. Hendrick School of Leadership. Now, I understand I haven't done any videos in a while. I've had a lot going on. My uncle passed away in May. My mother passed away in July. This month, I've been preparing for a major moment in my wife's life and her spiritual advancement. But today I want to come right out of the box and say this. And the folks at YouTube may be mad at me, but I gotta say this. YouTube won't admit it has an advert problem. And it's clearly losing traction. I mean, that keep the same ads circling around that should have been quit about 1,000 times now. I mean, it's getting serious now. You can't even watch a video without at least one or two unskippable ads now. YouTube actually used to show some class, but because it's become more of a money corporation now, it's become a pit. Now, I understand they gotta pay for their servers and everything, but seriously, you're just gonna ruin the experience for everybody just because you want more money? Okay, so one thing they did is they offered YouTube Red not long after they first started. They started out good, you know. The commercials weren't nearly as bad. They were actually pretty decent. But for the past 5 to 10 years, the ads are becoming more frequent, more annoying, and the same stuff. It's the same stuff, okay? AI businesses, even some dating and porn ads. I mean, to be honest with you, YouTube needs to take more look at their content creators and subscribers and realize, and not everybody's, you know, looking for some Slavic person or whatever population is looking for love. I myself am happily married to my wife, Blanca, mi princesa, for 8 months now. So I'm not interested for some side chick. Thank you very much. And the AI ads are getting to be the worst. Now look, I'm not against AI, but I think the younger generations are getting crazed about it. If we're not careful, it turns into an addiction, so use it responsibly. And I'm lecturing to myself as much as anybody. But it's because YouTube crams the same fertin ads down our fertin throats. Okay? It's no better nowadays than cable TV. And I think sometimes they think that they can try to rope people into YouTube Premium so they can pay the same subscription that you might have, say, on Netflix or even cable TV. I mean, how many people can really afford that nowadays? I mean, even with the economy slightly, there's people on fixed incomes and stuff. YouTube needs to be more sensitive to its target markets, to the consumers. Now, I'm not saying I'm against ads. Okay? I'm a capitalist. But these ads are getting more and more degenerate. Sometimes to the point where it's like, you know what? I'd much rather put on my Pandora or go on Rumble. At least on Rumble, the ads are more relative. You know, they're more believable and relative. But the ads on YouTube have gotten more scummy. And okay, they may get mad and say what they gotta say, but I'm just gonna say this. It gets annoying. I've been listening to other people talking about it. Like, I'll be eating something, and bam! Right in the middle of everything, there's an ad, and my wife's kind of like, You're making your devices greasy by going to skip the Advert. I wouldn't have to do that if so many of their ads weren't the same recycled, annoying fruit crap. Seriously, YouTube won't admit it has an advert problem. You want to keep ads? Keep ads that are relevant to what people are doing today. Not the same AI crap. Not the same recycled crap. Seriously. YouTube used to have some standards, but they've gotten worse over the past 5 to 8 years. And I think it's time for some of us who are consumers and content creators. My YouTube channels, I don't make any money from YouTube ads. And quite frankly, I don't want to. I have my own businesses I'd much rather promote. So think about that. Content creators need to be more creative instead of relying on YouTube ads, because so many of them, I gotta be honest with you, they are annoying. Now there's some good ones that they used to have, but they don't do them anymore because they much rather use more of the same recycled, annoying stuff. Okay, there's some ads I'll click on out of curiosity because they're relevant, they're worth it, they hit the target market, but most of them, it's worse, guys. Come on, admit it. We all know it's getting worse. And if I gotta be honest with you, if Rumble had more of a variety, like YouTube, I'd be willing to put up with their commercials because they're skippable, but also they're relevant if you want to listen to some of them. And YouTube used to have that, but their standards have slipped. I'm just going to say what's on my mind. That's all I got to say about it. People want to get mad. That's just what it is. Hope you enjoy. If you like what you hear, please subscribe. Become a part of the James A. Hendricks School of Leadership. Until next time, keep up your hope. Keep up your faith. When you need to self-soothe, say, Jesus saves and I'm okay. That way, collectively, we say, Jesus saves, we'll all be okay. Take care and be proactively informed. And I love you guys.